Skull, 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 skull. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Skull, 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 skull. Tingle, tingle, tingle time. It's great to see everybody. We got a good one for you tonight. Come on in, pull up a chair. Cheshire cat, Cheshire, welcome. Guru Tingles, Kim Maple Syrup. It's Nikki Red, and it's Van Life with Gina. Jonica Tingles, Tingles, Tingles. Creepy Pasta, Creepy Pasta. Boy, it's gonna be fun tonight. Y'all cozy in. Learn and grow with Ann. Learn and grow. Okie Grower 75. Tanya's cooking. Sister Kelly, Kelly. It's the Butt Files. Stony Baker MD. Perfectly imperfect. This is Sissy Pop. Ska, 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 ska. Man, the tingles. Howdy, folks. Blood Dragoon. Scully, my dude. What's going on? Yeah, they're waiting patiently backstage. Everybody, just a second to cozy in, find your place. Nikki, Ska, 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 Ska. Joni Rotten, Tingles, Tingle, Tingle, Tingle. Is he going to pull up some of those graphics while the song's playing? I'm not sure if we can do that or not. Show them some of that beautiful art. Derby Jack, 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 Jack. Kim Maple Syrup. There we go. Naughty Nikki. Naughty Nikki. They're coming in. Share it out. Casper Northerner, the American one. Sound check, 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 check. Flying monkeys. All right, looks like we got a fair amount of people in here. I know everybody's itching to get going. So I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrillers. Tonight, we have a special show for you. Star-studded cast performing The Wizard of Oz. And we're ready to bring this classic to life. We're thrilled for you to join us on this journey. But that's not all. We have a special treat for you at the end of the show. The lovely and talented Pindar singing an old favorite. And how would a production like this be complete without a fantastic giveaway of a painting by the famous and wonderful artist Nez Lover, who has recreated on canvas the beloved characters of Oz. She will showcase her art during the intermission, so stick around for that. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and get ready to follow Dorothy and her friends down the yellow brick road to adventure, intrigue, and magic. So without further ado, let's begin our production of The Wizard of Oz. Coming in first, it's Nez Lover, the Wicked Witch of the West. Hello, my pretty.
Hello, Scully. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Hey, it's the Cowardly Lion. Burnt flowers falling. Come on in and put them up.
Hello, everyone. We'll be in for a good show.
Tingle, tingle, tingle. And of course, y'all, if y'all want to check out their channels, all the links are down in the description. Kimmy. Boy, it's going to be a great show tonight. Let's see here. Come on in, Scarecrow. Say hello. Manic Mouth 420.
Much love, everybody.
Manic Mouth. Skull. Welcome to the show. It's the Tin Man. Bingus.
Greetings, my friend. Can't wait for this show to begin. We're off to see the wizard, and thanks for being here.
You're quite welcome, my friend. You're going to get a heart tonight. That's what Glinda told me, the good witch, played by Rosaline, the wonderful, warm, and spirited Rosaline.
Well, hello. Hello, chat. And thank you, Scully, and everybody on the panel here. It's going to be fun.
Dreams they do come true. Hey, it's Professor Marvel. Skull.
Pay no attention to the Sasquatch behind the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Hey, Wizard Tingles. And last but not least, star of the show, Dorothy Tingle. Hey, Dorothy.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. How's everybody doing? Feeling good? Looks like everybody's here. Some Munchkins. Some about the Munchkins. All right. Hey, to the young at heart, we dedicate this show. It's a familiar scene. We see Dorothy and Toto running down the dirt road. Toto stops, and Dorothy stoops down to speak to her beloved dog.
She isn't coming yet, Toto. Did she hurt you? She tried to, didn't she? Come on. We'll go tell Uncle Henry and Auntie Em. Come on, Toto.
We see her running forward to Aunt Em and Uncle Henry working at the incubator.
Auntie Em, Auntie Em.
Dorothy picks up a loose baby chicken as Aunt Em works furiously to collect the chicks before the storm arrives.
Auntie Em.
57, 58.
Just listen to what Miss Gulch did to Toto. She...
Dorothy, please, we're trying to count. 58.
Oh, but Auntie Em, she hit him over the...
Don't bother us now, honey. This old incubator's gone bad, and we're likely to lose a lot of our chicks.
Oh, the poor little things. Oh, but Auntie Em, Miss Gulch hit Toto right over the back with a rake just because she says he gets in her garden and chases her nasty old cat every day.
70. Dorothy, please.
Oh, but he doesn't do it every day, just once or twice a week. And if he can't catch her, and he can't catch her old cat anyway. And now she's gonna go and get the sheriff.
Dorothy, we're busy.
Oh, all right.
Aunt Em and Uncle Henry collect the remaining chicks.
Poor little orphan and her Miss Gulch troubles. Gosh, all hemlock, you know. She ought to have somebody to play with.
I know, but we got our own work out to our own problems, Henry.
Yes.
I hope we got him in time.
We cut to Zeke, Hunk, and Hickory working on a wagon.
How's it coming?
Take it easy.
Suddenly, we see Hunk's finger caught under the wagon bed.
Ow, you got my finger.
Zeke and Hickory quickly hoist the wagon bed up.
Well, why don't you get your finger out of the way?
Hunk is sitting on the ground inspecting his finger when Dorothy comes up to them. Hunk and Dorothy go over by the wagon, where he gets back to work and slams his finger yet again, this time with a hammer.
Right on my finger.
It's a lucky thing it wasn't your head.
Zeke, what am I going to do about Miss Gulch? Just because Toto chases her cat.
Listen, honey, I got them hogs to get in.
Now look at Dorothy. You ain't using your head about Miss Gulch. Think you didn't have any brains at all.
I have so got brains.
Well, why don't you use them? When you come home, don't go by Miss Gulch's place. Then Toto won't get in her garden, and you won't get in no trouble, see?
Oh, Hulk, you just won't listen, that's all.
Well, your head ain't made of straw, you know.
Dorothy walks along the railing of the pen as Zeke drives the pigs inside.
Say, get in there before I make a dime bank out of you. Listen, kid, are you going to let that old Gulch heifer try and buffalo you? She ain't nothing to be afraid of. Have a little courage, that's all.
I'm not afraid of her.
Zeke picks up another bucket of feed and pours it into the trough.
The next time she squawks, walk right up to her, spit in her eye. That's what I'd do.
Dorothy loses her balance and falls into the pig pen.
Oh, Zeke, help! Help me! Help me get out of here, Zeke!
Zeke jumps in and saves her.
Are you all right, Dorothy?
Yes, I'm all right. Oh, I fell in and Zeke...
Everybody laughs, and then Aunt Em walks up with a plate of pastries.
Why, Zeke, you were just as scared as I was.
What's the matter? Gonna let an old pig make a coward out of you?
Look at you, Zeke. You're just as white as...
Here, what's all this jibber-whopping when there's work to be done? I know 3 shiftless farm hands that'll be out of a job before they know it.
Well, Dorothy was walking along the...
Now you and Hunk get back to that wagon. Here, can't work on an empty stomach. Have some pastries.
Gosh, Miss Gale.
Just came out of the oven.
Thanks.
Swell.
You see, Dorothy toppled in with the Duroc, and
This is no place for Dorothy about a pigsty. Now you go feed those hogs before they worry themselves into anemia.
yes'm.
Annie M, really. You know what Miss Gulch said she was going to do to Toto?
Now,
She said
Dorothy
she was...
dear. Dorothy dear, stop imagining things. You always get yourself into a fret over nothing.
No.
Now, you just help us out today and find yourself a place where you won't get any trouble.
Dorothy gives her aunt a stubborn look, mumbles under her breath.
Some place where there isn't any trouble.
She tosses Toto a piece of the pastry.
Do you suppose there is such a place, Toto? There must be. It's not a place that you can get by boat or train. It's far, far away, behind the moon, beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a lamp that I heard of once in a lullaby. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Ooh, 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 where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
We fade to black. To Miss Gulch riding a bicycle feverishly along the country road.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly,
Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Tingle, 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 tingle. Skus, 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 skus. And we now fade to black into Miss Gulch riding a bicycle feverishly along the country road. She pulls up in front of the Gale home, stops, gets off her bicycle as Uncle Henry comes forward. We see Miss Gale entering the scene.
Howdy, Miss Gulch.
Miss Gulch. Muteness. Hey, Miss Gulch. Sound check, Miss Gulch. Tingle, tingle, tingle. It's Kathleen. Kathleen. Let's say hey to everybody while we're waiting for Nez to come back in.
Sorry, I hit the wrong
And
thing. And I had a
Casper,
script
tingle,
slip.
tingle, tingle. Skus, 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 skus. We see Miss Gulch enter the scene. And Miss Gulch went back to mute. Hey, naughty Nicky, 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 Nicky. And Jonica, tingle, tingle, tingle.
I unmuted again. I don't know why it's muting me.
Tingle,
Now,
tingle,
back to scrolling.
It's Kiki Kimmykins. Tingle.
Okay, I am there.
The beautiful Nez Lover. Somewhere over the rainbow. Take it away, Miss Gale.
Mr. Gale,
Well, howdy, Miss Gulch.
I want to see you and your wife about Dorothy.
Dorothy? Well, what has Dorothy done?
What's she done? I'm all but lame from the bite on my leg.
You mean she bit you?
No, her dog.
Oh, she bit her dog, eh?
No!
We dissolve to the Gale sitting room. M and Miss Gulch. They're seated as Dorothy enters, carrying Toto in her arms. Dorothy screams at Miss Gulch. Miss Gulch tries to take Toto away from Dorothy. Uncle Henry takes Toto and puts him in the basket.
That dog's a menace to the community. I'm taking him to the sheriff and make sure he's destroyed.
Destroyed? Toto? Oh, you can't. You mustn't. NEM, Uncle Henry. You won't let her, will you?
Of course we won't. Will we, Em?
Please, NEM. Toto didn't mean to. He didn't know he was doing anything wrong. I'm the one that ought to be punished. I let him go in her garden. You can send me to bed without supper.
If you don't hand over that dog, I'll bring a damage suit that'll take your whole farm. There's a law protecting folks against dogs that bite.
How would it be if she keeps him tied up? He's really gentle, with gentle people, that is.
Well, that's for the sheriff to decide. Here's his order allowing me to take him, unless you want to go against the law.
Yeah.
Now, we can't go against the law, Dorothy. I'm afraid poor Toto will have to go.
Now you're seeing reason.
No.
Here's what I'm taking him in, so he can't attack me again.
Oh, no. I won't let you take him. You go away. Oh, I'll bite you myself.
Dorothy!
You wicked old witch. Uncle Henry, NEM, don't let him take Toto. Don't let her take him, please.
Here, I've got an order. Let me have him.
Stop her.
Put him in the basket, Henry.
The idea.
Oh, don't, Uncle Henry. Oh, Toto, don't.
Dorothy runs out of the room. A&M rises, looks after Dorothy, then turns to Miss Gulch and Uncle Henry. A&M speaks to Miss Gulch.
Elmira Gulch, just because you own half the county doesn't mean you have the power to run the rest of us. For 23 years, I've been dying to tell you what I thought of you. And now, well, being a Christian woman, I just can't say it.
We dissolve to Miss Gulch riding the bicycle with Toto in the basket. He pokes his head out, looks about, then jumps to the ground and takes off. We dissolve to the interior of Dorothy's room. She's sitting on the floor by the bed, crying. Toto jumps through the window and onto the bed. She hugs him madly, then takes her suitcase from under the bed and starts packing it.
Toto, darling. Oh, I got you back. You came back. Oh, I'm so glad. Toto. Oh, they'll be coming back for you in a minute. We've got to get away. We got to run away quick.
We dissolve to Dorothy carrying the suitcase and Toto close by. They walk across a bridge and then down an unfamiliar path. They seem to have come across some kind of camp. There's a wagon with a sign on it. It reads, Professor Marvel, acclaimed by the crowned heads of Europe. Let him read your past, present, and future. Dorothy enters the camp.
Well. House guest, huh? And who might you be? No, don't tell me.
The professor sits by the fire. Dorothy comes forward.
Let's see. You're traveling in disguise. No, that's not right. You're going on a visit. No, I'm wrong. That's it. You're running away.
How did you guess?
Professor Marvel never guesses. He knows. Now, why are you running away?
Why?
No, don't tell me. They don't understand you at home. They don't appreciate you. You want to see other lands, big cities, big mountains, big oceans.
Why, it's just like you could read what is inside of me.
Professor and Dorothy by the fire. Professor roasting a wiener on a stick.
Yes.
Please, Professor, why can't we go along with you?
And Toto enters. Bites the wiener off the stick.
Well,
Oh, Toto, that's not polite. We haven't been asked yet.
Professor laughs and speaks. Put another wiener on the stick.
He's perfectly welcome. As one dog to another, eh? Well, here now. Let's see, where were we? Oh, yes, you wanted to go home, huh?
Oh, no. I wanted to go along with you.
Oh, well.
Nobody cares about me at home. They wouldn't even miss me.
Oh, now come.
No, they wouldn't, honestly.
Oh.
NEM was even going to let them kill Toto yesterday for biting Miss Gulch. Oh, please, Professor. Why can't we go with you and see all the crowned heads of Europe?
Do you know any? Oh, you mean, yes, the thing. Yes, well, I never do anything without consulting my crystal first. Let's go inside here. We'll just come along. I'll show you. There you are, right in there.
The interior of the wagon. Dorothy and the professor come in. Professor moves up a chair for Dorothy, then lights candles. They sit down and he puts on a turban. Dorothy closes her eyes. He takes her basket and looks through it and takes out a photograph.
That's right. Here, sit right down here. That's it. This This is the same genuine, magic, authentic crystal used by the priests of Isis and Osiris in the days of the pharaohs of Egypt, in which Cleopatra first saw the approach of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, and so on and so forth. You'd better close your eyes, my child, for a moment in order to be better in tune with the infinite. We can't do these things without.
Our eyes see a photograph of Dorothy and Auntie M.
Reaching out into the infinite. Yes.
Professor puts the photograph on the chair. Dorothy opens her eyes.
That's all right. Well, gaze into the crystal. What's this I see? A house with a picket fence and a barn with a weather vane of a running horse. No, that's not right. A crowing rooster.
That's our farm.
Yes, there's a woman. She's wearing a polka dot dress. Her face is careworn.
Yes, that's Auntie M.
Her name is Emily. That's her.
That's right. What is she doing?
Well, I can't quite see why she's crying.
Oh?
Someone has hurt her. Someone has just about broken her heart.
Me?
Well, it's someone that she loves very much, someone she's been very kind to, someone she's taken care of in sickness.
I had the measles once, and she stayed right by my side every minute.
Uh-huh.
What's she doing now?
Well, she's going to a little bedroom.
Has it got poppies on the wallpaper?
I said it had poppies on the wallpaper. What's this? Why, she's putting her hand to her heart. She's dropping down on the bed.
Oh no.
That's all. Ugh, the crystal has gone dark.
Oh, you.
Dorothy jumps up, picks up her basket.
You don't suppose she could really be sick, do you? Oh, I've got to go home right away.
But what's this? I thought you were going along with me.
Oh, no. I have to get to her right away. Come on, Toto. Oh, what'll I do? If we go home, they'll send you to the sheriff. And if we don't, Annie M she may die. I know what to do. I'll give you to Hulk. He'll watch out for you. But we've got to hurry. Goodbye, Professor Marble. And thanks a lot.
Professor comes out of the wagon, looks around, starts out left with the horse.
Better get under cover, Sylvester. There's a storm blowing up. A whopper, to speak in the vernacular of the peasantry. Poor little kid. Hope she gets home all right.
We dissolve to the farmyard. Chickens flying down into the yard, wind blowing weeds and dust. Uncle Henry running forward, speaking to Hunk.
Hunk, get them horses loose. Where's Hickory? Hickory! Doggone it! Hickory!
Right here.
Doggone you, help Hunk get them horses loose. Go on, hurry up, I tell you.
Zeke points up to the sky. Hunk and others drive horses out of the barn.
She's here, it's a twister.
The Gale Farm, cyclone approaching. Aunt Em runs out of the house, cups her hands to her mouth.
Dorothy!
She can't see them, although Dorothy and Toto have approached the fence.
Come on, everybody, into the storm cellar.
And Dorothy and Toto moving forward against the wind. Weeds and sticks blowing through. Dorothy stops, picks up Toto. Aunt Em on the porch, Uncle Henry, Hunk, Zeke, and Hickory run in. Aunt Em calls again, then all start into the storm cellar.
Henry, I can't find Dorothy. She's somewhere out in the storm. Dorothy!
Dorothy, carrying Toto, pushes the gate open, marks her way through the wind. She goes up on the porch, opens the screen door. The door blows off. Dorothy rushes into the house. Zeke and Hank enter the storm cellar and close the cellar door. It's Dorothy in the living room.
Annie M.
She's sitting on the edge of the bed, holding Toto in her arms. The window blows loose. It's Dorothy on the head. She falls to the floor, and gets up dazed, sits on the edge of the bed. Toto jumps up near her. She lies back. The tornado is now hitting the Gale farm hard, and the house spins up and away through the dust. Dorothy opens her eyes, looks out the window, and sees trees and furniture flying through the air.
We're not on the ground, Toto.
Chicken coop flies through, then a little old lady sitting in a rocking chair, knitting. Cows float through. Cows mooing. Toto barks, crawls under the bed. Two men in a rowboat float by, both tip their hats.
We must be inside the tornado.
Well, Miss Gulch floats by, riding her bicycle. Her bicycle changes to a broomstick, her clothes into the flying robe and pointed hat. The house spinning through the air. Dorothy holding Toto in her arms. Throws herself down on the bed. Screams. The house is whirling down through the dust and floating down through clouds and then crashing to the ground. Dorothy screams. She looks around and gets up off the bed, goes up and picks up the basket, opens the door. She walks forward, looking around, and is astonished when Munchkinland is revealed to her. Dorothy looks around, confused by it all. Munchkins rise and watch her.
Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. We must be over the rainbow.
We suddenly see Glinda, the good witch, looking at Dorothy.
Now I know we're not in Kansas.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Who, me? Well, I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Glinda peers down at Toto.
Oh, well, is that the witch?
Who, Toto? That's my dog.
We now see the wicked witch of the East, feet protruding from under the farmhouse.
Well, I'm a little bit muddled. The Munchkins called me because a new witch has just dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East. And there's the house, and here you are, and that's all that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East. And so, what the Munchkins want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Oh, but I've already told you. I'm not a witch at all. Witches are old and ugly. What was that?
The Munchkins. They're laughing because I am a witch. I'm Glinda, the Witch of the North.
You are? Oh, I beg your pardon, but I've never heard of a beautiful witch before.
Only bad witches are ugly.
Munchkins enter from behind the flowers.
The Munchkins are happy because you have freed them from the Wicked Witch of the East.
Oh, but if you please, what are Munchkins?
The little people who live in this land. It's Munchkinland, and you are their national heroine, my dear. It's all right. You may all come out and thank her. It's all right now. You may come out. Come out, wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star. She fell from the sky. She fell very far. And Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
Kansas, she says.
Name of the star.
She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
It really was no miracle. What happened was just this. The wind began to switch, the house to pitch, and suddenly the hinges started to unhitch. Just then, the witch, to satisfy an itch, went flying on a broomstick, thumbing for a hitch.
And oh, what happened then was rich. The house began to pitch. The kitchen took a slitch. It landed on the wicked witch in the middle of a ditch, which is not a healthy situation for the wicked witch.
Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
We see a procession of dancing and the carriage moving forward. Munchkins have flooded the area.
Ding dong, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy head. Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead.
And 3 heralds move forward from the building. The mayor enters and comes forward, followed by the barrister and city fathers. Dorothy steps from the carriage.
As mayor of the Munchkin City, in the county in the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally.
But we've got to verify it legally.
To see
To see
if
she is morally, ethically, spiritually, physically.
Positively, absolutely, undeniably, reliably dead.
Glinda, the good witch, stands in the background with a smile on her face. The coroner steps forward.
As coroner, I must of her, I thoroughly examined her, and not as she only merely dead, she's really more sincerely dead.
We now hear the mayor.
then this is a day of independence for all the Munchkins and their descendants.
If any,
Yes, let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy heads. Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead.
It's a parade. We see soldiers lining up before the steps as 3 tots move in through the line of soldiers.
we represent the Lullaby League, the Lullaby League, the Lullaby League, and in the name of the Lullaby League, we wish to welcome you to Munchkinland.
3 tough kids step forward and hand Dorothy a lollipop.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Munchkinland.
Glinda has now moved forward and the Munchkins sing for her.
Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 la.
In a boom of smoke and fire, the Wicked Witch of the West appears. She's darting her head from side to side as Glinda looks at the Witch of the East feet protruding from under the farmhouse. They all turn and heed the intrusion.
I thought you said she was dead.
That was her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. This is the Wicked Witch of the West, and she's worse than the other one was.
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you? Answer me.
Leave her alone.
You stay out of this. I'm here for vengeance. So it was you, was it? You killed her, didn't you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Didn't mean it, eh? Accident, eh? Well, my pretty, I can cause accidents too. And this is how I do it.
Wait, aren't you forgetting the ruby slippers?
The slippers, yes, the slippers.
The witch goes for the slippers and they disappear.
They're gone! The ruby slippers! What have you done with them? Give them back to me or I'll...
It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
Oh,
Give me back my slippers. I'm the only one who knows how to use them. They're of no use to you. Give them back to me.
Keep tight inside them. Their magic must be very powerful, or she wouldn't want them so badly.
You stay out of this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Oh, rubbish! You have no power here. Be gone before someone drops a house on you, too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. And as for you, my fine lady, it's true. I can't attend to you here and now as I'd like. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
And the witch backs away from Dorothy and Glinda. Munchkins hug the ground with fear. The witch disappears in a cloud of fire and smoke.
It's all right. You can get up. She's gone. You can all get up.
The Munchkins all rise, start to move toward Glinda and Dorothy. Glinda instructs Dorothy, kisses her on the forehead.
Whew! What a smell of sulfur. I'm afraid you've made rather a bad enemy of the Wicked Witch of the West. The sooner you get out of Oz altogether, the safer you'll sleep at night, my dear.
oh, I'd give anything to get out of Oz altogether. But which way? But which way is back to Kansas? I can't go the way I came.
No, that's true. The only person who might know would be the great and powerful, wonderful Wizard of Oz himself.
The Wizard of Oz? Is he good or is he wicked?
Oh, very, very good, but very mysterious. He lives in the Emerald City, and that's a long journey from here. Did you bring your broomstick with you?
No, I'm afraid I didn't.
Well, then you'll have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border of Munchkinland. And remember, never let those ruby slippers off your feet for a moment, or you will be at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of the West.
But how do I start for Emerald City?
It's always best to start at the beginning, and all you do is follow the yellow brick road.
But what happens if I...
Just follow the yellow brick road.
My, people come and go so quickly here. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does.
Dorothy dances down the yellow brick road as they sing to her. She turns and waves to them. They wave back and Dorothy continues on down the road as the Munchkins cheer. We dissolve to a crossroads. Dorothy and Toto pause in the center.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow. Now, which way do we go?
In plain view, we see a scarecrow on a pole in a cornfield at right. He speaks, points to the right. Dorothy whirls about and looks at him.
That way is a very nice way.
Who said that?
Toto's barking at the scarecrow.
Don't be silly, Toto. Scarecrows don't talk.
It's pleasant down that way, too.
That's funny. Wasn't he pointing the other way?
Of course, people do go both ways.
Why, did you say something? Didn't you?
Scarecrow shakes his head, then nods.
Are you doing that on purpose? Or can't you make up your mind?
That's the trouble. I can't make up my mind. I haven't got a brain, only straw.
How can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know, but some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Dorothy steps over the fence and into the cornfield.
Well, we haven't met properly, have we?
Why no?
Dorothy curtsies.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, I'm not feeling at all well. You see, it's very tedious being stuck up here all day long with a pole up your back.
Oh dear, that must be terribly uncomfortable. Can't you get down?
Down? No. You see, well,
Oh, well, here, let me help you.
Oh, that's very kind of you, very kind. Bend the nail down in the back. Maybe I'll slip off and...
The Scarecrow falls into the scene. Dorothy questions him as he puts back some straw into his coat that dropped out. Scarecrow rises and starts to whirl about.
Whoops, there goes some of me again.
Oh, does it hurt you?
Oh no, I just keep picking it up and putting it back in again.
Oh.
My, it's good to be free. Did I scare you?
No, I just thought you hurt yourself.
But I didn't scare you.
No, of course not.
I didn't think so.
The Scarecrow and Dorothy are seated by the fence as a crow flies up and lands on the Scarecrow's shoulder.
Boo, scat!
Then a crow hops up on the Scarecrow's shoulder and steals some straw and flies away with it.
Boo, you see, I can't even scare a crow. They come from miles around just to eat in my field and laugh in my face. Oh, I'm a failure because I haven't got a brain.
Well, what would you do with a brain if you had one?
Do? Why, if I had a brain, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching if I only had a brain. I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the thoughts you'll be thinking, you could be another Lincoln if you only had a brain.
Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just a nuffin', my head all full of stuffin', my heart all full of pain. I would dance and be merry, life would be a ding-a-dairy if I only had a brain.
Toto jumps on a pumpkin, starts it rolling down the yellow brick road as we watch them fade away. Jump cutting to Dorothy kneeling by the Scarecrow, helping him put straw back in.
Wonderful. Why, if our Scarecrows back in Kansas could do that, the crows be scared to pieces.
They would?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Kansas?
That's where I live, and I want to get back there so badly. I'm going all the way to Emerald City to get the Wizard of Oz to help me.
You're going to see a wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if I went with you, this wizard would give me a brain?
I couldn't say. But even if he didn't, you'd be no worse off than you are now.
Yes, that's true.
But maybe you better not. I've got a witch mad at me, and you might get into trouble.
Witch? Huh, I'm not afraid of a witch. I'm not afraid of anything, except a lighted match.
I don't blame you for that.
But I'd face a whole box full of them for the chance of getting some brains. Look, I won't be any trouble because I don't eat a thing, and I won't try to manage things because I can't think. Won't you take me with you?
Why, of course I will.
Dorothy and the Scarecrow rise from the road.
Hooray! We're off to see a wizard.
Oh, well, you're not starting out very well.
Oh, I'll try. Really, I will.
To Oz?
To Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
We dissolve to Dorothy and the Scarecrow coming forward along the yellow brick road. Behind a tree hides the wicked witch, who we now see leaving in haste. Dorothy has seen the luscious apple orchard, and she now wants some fruit.
Oh, apples. Oh, look. Oh.
She picks an apple off, but the tree takes it back and slaps her hand.
Ouch.
What do you think you're doing?
We've been walking a long ways, and I was hungry, and oh dear, I keep forgetting I'm not in Kansas.
Come along, Dorothy. You don't want any of those apples.
What do you mean? She doesn't want any of those apples. Are you hitting my apples aren't what they ought to be?
Oh, no. It's just that she doesn't like little green worms.
The tree grabs for the two of them. The Scarecrow fights him off as Dorothy runs away.
You.
Go.
Oh, help. Let me out. I'll give you a little green.
The tree throws apples at them as they get away. They pick up the apples, and as they do, we see a 10-foot sticking out of the brush. We pan up to reveal a Tin Man.
Hooray! I guess I did it. Help yourself.
Oh, why, it's a man. A man made out of tin.
What?
Yes. Oh, look.
Okay.
Did you say something?
Okay.
Oil can what?
Oil can? Oh, here it is. Where do you want to be oiled first?
My mouth.
He said his mouth.
Here you go. A few drops on your mouth.
The other side.
The Tin Man tries to speak, squeaks out a few sounds. Dorothy pulls the axe arm of the Tin Man down. The Scarecrow oils him.
My goodness, I can talk again. Oh, I oil my arms more and my elbows too.
Oh, did that hurt?
No, it feels wonderful. I've held that axe up for ages. Oh,
goodness. How did you ever get this?
Well, about a year ago, I was chopping that tree, minding my own business, when suddenly it started to rain.
Scarecrow and Dorothy listen to the Tin Man. He grows weak. They work his arms back and forth. Scarecrow oils his neck for him. Dorothy raps on the Tin Man's chest.
And right in the middle of a chop, I rested solid, and I've been that way ever since.
Well, you're perfect now.
My neck. Perfect. Oh, bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead, bang on it.
Oh.
Beautiful. What an echo.
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No heart?
No heart.
Oh.
All hollow.
Tin Man falls back as Scarecrow and Dorothy help him. He holds them off, begins to sing.
When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming I could be kind of human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy who shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me a balcony above, a voice sings low.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Boom, boom,
I hear a beat,
boom, boom.
how sweet, just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I could stay young and chipper, and I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart.
The Tin Man dances as he taps his chest, makes the whistle in his funnel hat blow. Dorothy and the Scarecrow look at each other with utter amazement. But all of a sudden, the Tin Man jumps forward slightly, folds his arm, then locks in that position. He starts to lean to the left, so Dorothy and Scarecrow rush to help him. He starts to fall in the other direction. They rush around to catch him again, but now he starts to fall to the other side. This business is repeated. Scarecrow tries to get out of the way and falls over. Dorothy grabs the Tin Man's hand. She oils the Tin Man some more, then asks him to go to the Emerald City with them. To this we hear the evil laugh of the Wicked Witch, who stands on the roof of the Tin Man's cottage.
Oh, are you all right?
I'm afraid I'm a little rusty yet.
Oh dear, that was wonderful. You know, we were just wondering why you couldn't come to the Emerald City with us and ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart.
Emerald City? Why, that's a long and dangerous journey. And it might rain on the way.
But you've just been saying how much you want a heart.
And I'll keep the oil can handy.
Well, suppose the wizard wouldn't give me one when I get there.
Oh, but he will. He must. We've come such a long way already.
Whoa! What's that? Oh!
You call that long? Why, you've just begun. Forgotten about me, eh? Well, I haven't forgotten about you. Helping the little lady along, are you, my fine gentleman? Well, stay away from her,
She points to the Scarecrow,
or I'll stuff a mattress with you.
turns to the Tin Man and says,
And you, I'll use you for a beehive.
she throws a ball of fire toward the Scarecrow.
Here, Scarecrow, want to play ball?
We all know the familiar scene.
And as for you, my little pretty, I wish you luck with the Wizard of Oz and a happy journey back to Kansas.
She's sitting on her broomstick in the flying position. She flies away. Smoke fills the shot, obscuring the witch from sight. Dorothy holds Toto tightly in her arms.
I'm not afraid of her. I'll see you get safely to the wizard now, whether I get a brain or not. Stuff a mattress with me. Ha!
I'll see you reach the wizard, whether I get a heart or not. Beehive, pop. Let her try and make a beehive out of me.
Just that the witch is so wicked. I don't think you two ought to come with me because you'll get into trouble.
Oh, you don't think we're going to stand by and let her get away with fireballs and bees, do you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, you're the best friends anybody ever had. And it's funny, but I feel as if I've known you all this time. But I couldn't have, Could I?
I don't see how. You weren't around when I was stuffed and sewn together, were you?
And I was standing over there, rusting, for the longest time.
Still, I wish I could remember. But I guess it doesn't matter anyway. We know each other now, don't we?
That's right.
We do.
To Oz?
To Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
We dissolve to the dark and eerie forest.
I don't like this place. It's dark and creepy.
Of course I don't know, but I think it'll get darker before it gets lighter.
Do you suppose we'll meet any wild animals?
We might.
Oh.
Animals that eat straw?
Some, but mostly lions and tigers and bears.
Lions?
And tigers?
And bears.
Oh, lions and tigers and bears? Oh my.
Lions and
tigers and bears?
Bears. Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and
tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
And bears.
What sort of animal is that?
It's a huge one.
Don't be frightened. I'll protect you. Oh, look.
It's a lion sitting on a fallen tree. It takes two great leaps. Lands on the back of the road on the bricks. The Tin Man and Scarecrow fall at the side. Dorothy hides behind a tree.
Put 'em up, put 'em up. Which one of you first? I'll fight you both together if you want. I'll fight you with one paw behind my back. I'll fight you with standing on one foot. I'll fight you with my eye closed. Pulling an axe on me, eh?
Tin Man trembling.
Sneaking up on me, eh? Why?
Here, go away and let us alone.
Scared, huh?
Dorothy looks out from around the tree.
Afraid, huh?
He's now looking at the Tin Man.
How long can you stay fresh in that can? Come on, get up and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put your hand up, you lopsided bag of hay.
Now that's getting personal, Lion.
Yes, get up and teach him a lesson.
Well, what's wrong with you teaching him?
Well, I hardly know him.
Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Toto runs into the shrubs. The lion starts after him. Dorothy picks up Toto. Comes forward over to the Scarecrow and Tin Man. Dorothy slaps his hand. The lion backs away crying.
Shame on you.
What would you do that for? I didn't bite him.
No, but you tried to. It's bad enough picking on a straw man. But when you go around picking on a poor little dog.
You didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Well, of course not. My goodness, what a fuss you're making. Well, naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you are, why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right. I am a coward. I haven't any courage at all. I even scare myself. Look at the circles under my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
Why don't you try counting sheep?
It doesn't do any good. I'm afraid of them.
Oh, that's too bad. Don't you think the wizard could help him too?
I don't see why not. Why don't you come along with us? We're on our way to see the wizard now, to get him a heart.
And him a brain.
I'm sure he could give you some courage.
Wouldn't you be discredited in being seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would.
No, of course not.
Oh, gee, that's awfully nice of you. My life has been simply unbearable.
Oh?
Yeah, it's sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vim and vibe. But I could show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the knife. I'm afraid there's no denying, I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. But I'd be brave as a blizzard.
I'd be clever as a gizzard.
If the wizard is a wizard, who will serve?
Then I'm sure to get a braid.
A heart.
A home.
The knife.
Oh, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
We see the witch looking into the crystal ball. She holds poison over the crystal and waves her hand malevolently.
So, you won't take warning, eh? All the worse for you, then. I'll take care of you now instead of later. When I gain those ruby slippers, my power will be the greatest in Oz. And now, my beauties, something poison in it, I think. With poison in it, but attractive to the eye and soothing to the smell. Poppies, poppies, poppies.
Wow, what an incredible first half. We sure hope you enjoyed following Dorothy and her friends on their magical journey so far. But now it's time for a short intermission. During this break, we invite you to sit back and enjoy the old-time radio theater showcasing Nez Lover's stunning art of our main characters. And don't forget to stick around till the end if you want to win one of these fabulous art pieces. We'll be back in just a few moments with the second half of our production of The Wizard of Oz. Tingle, tingle. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the intermission and had a chance to check out our stunning art pieces of the main characters. But now it's time to continue the adventure with Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. What new challenges will they face on their journey to the Emerald City? What dangers will they encounter? Buckle up as we present the second half of our production of The Wizard of Oz. We're in the poppy field. It's Dorothy, Scarecrow, Lion, and the Tin Man coming forward out of the forest.
There's Emerald City. Oh, we're almost there at last. At last. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just like I knew it would be. He really must be a wonderful wizard to live in a city like that.
Well, come on then. What are we waiting for?
Nothing. Let's hurry.
Yes, let's run.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Hurry, hurry.
Dorothy staggers a little and slows down.
Oh, come on, Dorothy.
Look, you can see it here. It's wonderful.
Emerald City.
Oh, what is happening? What is it? I can't run anymore. I'm so sleepy.
Here, give us your hands and we'll pull you along.
Oh no, please. I have to rest for just a minute. Toto, where's Toto?
Dorothy lies down among the poppies.
Oh, you can't rest now. We're nearly there.
What'd she do that for?
Hey, Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Hey, Dorothy.
Dorothy, you can't sleep here. You can't sleep in the middle of the field.
Call away. She won't hear any of you again. And there's nothing you can do about it either. Bring me my wishing cap. I'll call the winged monkeys to fetch me those slippers. Hurry, 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 hurry! It worked very smoothly.
We dissolve to the Lion, Tin Man, and Scarecrow. Dorothy lying in the poppies.
Oh, Dorothy, poor Dorothy.
Don't cry. You'll rust yourself again.
Come to think of it, fellas. 40 winks wouldn't be that bad.
Don't you start it too?
Oh, we ought to try and carry Dorothy.
I don't think I could, but we could try.
Let's.
Yes.
Oh, now look at him. This is terrible.
Here, Tin Man, help me. I can't budge her an inch. This is a spell, this is.
It's the Wicked Witch. What do we do? Help! Help!
It's no use screaming at a time like this. Nobody will hear you. Help! Help! Help!
Dorothy lying among the poppies. Snow falling on her.
Look, it's snowing. It isn't snowing. It couldn't be. But it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Oh, maybe that'll help.
Dorothy opens her eyes.
Oh, but it couldn't help.
Look, he's rusted again. Oh, give me the oil can, quick. Oh, quick.
Yes, there.
Oh, here, quick. Oh, we'll oil him up.
We see the witch looking into the crystal ball at the images of Tin Man, Dorothy, Scarecrow, and the Lion.
A hot water bottle would be good if we had one.
Oh, he's been crying. What? Why have you been crying?
We cut to the witch.
Curse it! Curse it! Somebody always helps that girl. But shoes or no shoes, I'm still great enough to conquer her. And woe to those who try to stop me.
We fade back to Dorothy.
Come on, let's get out of here. Look, Emerald City is closer and prettier than ever.
Cut to the witch gesturing with the broomstick. She mounts the stick and flies out the window.
To the Emerald City, fast as lightning.
We jump cut to the gate of Emerald City. It's Dorothy, Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow ringing the bell. The doorman pops his head through the little window.
Who rang that bell?
We did.
Can't you read?
Read what?
The notice.
What
What
notice?
notice?
It's on the doors, plain as the nose on your face. Oh.
He realizes his mistake, closes the window, and comes back with a sign.
Bell out of order. Please knock.
Well, that's more like it. Now state your business.
We want to see the wizard.
Oh, the wizard. But nobody can see the Great Oz. Nobody's ever seen the Great Oz. Even I've never seen him.
Well then, how do you know he's there?
Because you're wasting my time.
Oh, please, please, sir. I got to see the wizard. The good witch of the north sent me.
Prove it.
She's wearing the ruby slipper she gave her.
Oh, so she is. Well, bust my buttons. Why didn't you say that in the first place? That's a horse of a different color. Come on in.
Inside, it's a magical wonderland.
Oh, thank you so much. We've been gone such a long time. And we're so mess. What kind of horse is that? I've never seen a horse like that before.
No, it never will again, I fancy. There's only one of him. He's it. He's the horse of a different color you've heard tell about. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Buzz, 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 chirp, 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 and a couple of la-dee-das. That's how the crickets crick all day in the merry old land of Oz. We wake at noon and start to work at 1. Take an hour for lunch and then at 2 we're done. Jolly good fun. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we take the day away in the merry old land of Oz.
3 masseurs are filling the Scarecrow with new straw. Men polishing the Tin Man. Girls doing Dorothy's hair. Clipping the Lion as well.
Pat, pat here, pat, pat there, and a couple of brand new straws. That's how we keep you young and fair in the merry old land of Oz.
Rub, rub here, rub there, whether you're tin or bronze. That's how we keep you in repair in the merry old land of Oz.
We can make a dimple smile out of a frown.
Can you even dye my eyes to match my gown?
Uh-huh.
Jolly old town.
Clip, clip here, clip, clip there. We give the rusted clothes.
Got that certain Subway fare in the merry old land of Oz.
Ha ha ha.
Ho, ho, ho!
Ho, ho, ho.
Everyone suddenly looks up to the sky.
Who's her? Who's her?
It's the witch. She followed us here.
Can't that female take no for an answer?
Oh,
Surrender, Dorothy, or die.
Well, we'd better hurry if we're going to see the wizard.
We dissolve to the crowd of townsfolk moving through the street of Oz.
Here. Wait a minute. Stop. It's all right, everyone. It's all right. Everything is all right. The great and powerful Oz has matters well in hand. I hope you can all go. Just go home.
Crowd in the street in front of the palace. The guard speaks to them.
And there's nothing to worry about. Get out of here now. Go on. Go on home. Go home.
If you please, sir, we want to see the wizard right away. All four of us.
Oh, orders are nobody can see the Great Oz. Not nobody, not no how.
Oh, but we must.
Orders are nobody, not no how. He's in conference with himself on account of this trouble with the witch. And even if he wasn't, you wouldn't have been able to see him anyway on account nobody has. Not even us in the palace.
Oh, but please, it's very important.
Yeah, and I got a poem in it just for the occasion.
Not nobody, not no how.
But she's Dorothy.
The witch is Dorothy? Well, that makes a difference. Just wait here. I'll announce you at once.
Did you hear that? He'll announce us at once. I've as good as got my brain.
I can fairly hear my heart beating.
I'll be home in time for supper.
In another hour, I'll be king of the forest. Long live the king. If I were king of the forest, not queen, not duke, not prince, my regal robes of the forest would be satin, not cotton, not chintz. I'd command each thing be fish or fowl, with a woof and a woof and a royal growl. Woof. As I click my heel, all the trees would kneel, and the mountains bow, and the bulls kowtow. And the sparrow would take wing if I were king.
Your Majesty, if you were king, you wouldn't be afraid of anything.
Not nobody, not no how.
Not even a rhinoceros?
Imposterous.
How about a hippopotamus?
Why, I'd thrash him up from top to bottomless.
Supposing you met an elephant?
I'd wrap him up in cellophane.
What if it were a brontosaurus?
I'd show him who was king of the forest.
How?
How? Courage. What makes a king out of the slave? Courage. What makes the flag on the mast wave? Courage. What makes the elephant charge his tusk in the misty mist or the dusky dusk? What makes the muskrat guard his musk? Courage. What makes the Sphinx the seventh wonder? Courage. What makes the dawn come up like thunder? Courage. What makes the Hottentot so hot? What puts ape in the apricot? What do they got that I ain't got?
Courage.
Courage.
You can say that again. Huh?
The Tin Man, Dorothy, and Scarecrow standing in front of the lion all react as the guard comes forward.
Go home. The wizard says go away.
Go away?
Go away? Oh,
Looks like we came a long way for nothing.
oh, and I was so happy. I thought I was on my way home.
Don't cry, Dorothy. We're going to get you to the wizard.
We certainly are. How? How are we?
Would it do any good if I roared?
Who at?
I don't know.
Annie Ann was so good to me, and I never appreciated it. Running away and hurting her feelings. Professor Marvel said she was sick. She may be dying. And it's all my fault. Oh, I'll never forgive myself. Never, never.
The guard looking out the window, sobbing.
Please don't cry anymore. I'll get you in to see the wizard somehow. Come on, I had an Auntie M once myself.
They stop at intervals, keep the line from running back. Then they tiptoe forward and react to the echo.
Wait a minute, fellas. I was just thinking, I don't want to see the wizard this much. I better wait for you outside.
What's the matter?
Oh, he's just scared again.
Don't you know the wizard's going to give you some courage?
I'd be too scared to ask him for it.
Oh, well then, we'll ask him for you.
I'd sooner wait outside.
But why? Why?
Because I'm still scared.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
What happened?
somebody pulled my tail.
Oh, you did it yourself.
Oh,
Here, come on.
what was that?
Our echo.
What was that? What was that? Our echo.
Oh, come on. Come on. We'll soothe by the wizard.
The wizard? The wizard, the great and powerful Oz. The great wizard of Oz, come forward.
Scarecrow, Lion, Dorothy, and Tin Man go forward. Scully. And the lion speaks and hides his eyes.
Tell me when it's over. Oh.
They four move down the corridor. They react as they see the throne in the background. Flame and smoke belching forth from the throne.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, I want to go home. I want to go home.
I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you?
If you please, I am Dorothy, the small and meek. We've come to ask you.
Silence.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets.
The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come. Step forward, Tin Man.
Oh, it's me.
You dare to come to me for a heart, do you? You clinking, clanking, clattering collection of caligenous junk.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. You see, a while back we were walking down the yellow brick road and...
Quiet.
Oh!
And you, Scarecrow, you have the effrontery to ask for a brain, you billowing bale of bovine fodder?
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, Excellency, I mean your wizardry?
Enough! Huh, and you, Lion.
The lion tries to speak, faints and falls back.
Oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, frightening him like that when he came to ask for your help.
Silence, whippersnapper. The beneficent Oz has every intention of granting your requests.
What's that? What did he say? What did he say?
Oh, come on.
Huh? What did he say?
But first, you must prove yourselves worthy by performing a very small task. Bring me the broomstick of the Witch of the West.
But if we do that, we'll have to kill her to get it.
Bring me her broomstick, and I'll grant your requests. Now go.
But what if she kills us first?
I said go.
We fade out. It's now an image of the lion and the crystal ball. The witch and the winged monkeys are looking into it.
I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks.
You'll believe in more than that before I'm finished with you. Take your army to the haunted forest and bring me that girl and her dog. Do what you like with the others, but I want her alive and unharmed. They'll give you no trouble, I'll promise you that. I've sent a little insect on ahead to take the fight out of them. Take special care of those ruby slippers. I want those most of all. Now fly, fly! Bring me that girl and her slippers. Fly, fly, fly!
We now see the army of the winged monkeys flying over the haunted forest. And as you know, they capture Dorothy and Toto. Now her friends have tried to help her, but to no avail.
Scarecrow, what happened to you?
They tore my legs off and they threw them over there. And then they took my chest out and they threw it over there.
Well, that's you all over.
They sure knocked the stuffings out of you, huh? Didn't they?
Don't stand there talking. Put me together. We've got to find Dorothy.
Now, let's see. This goes... Oh, I wish I was better at puzzles.
Wait a minute. This is the left one. He walks bad enough already.
Oh, poor Dorothy. we'll never see her again.
Who do you suppose they were? And where did they take her? A fine thing to go to pieces at a time like this.
Now, don't fret.
Oh, dear.
We'll get you together.
We dissolve to Toto in the witch's lap, Dorothy crying.
What a nice little dog. And you, my dear, what an unexpected pleasure. It's so kind of you to visit me in my loneliness.
What are you going to do with my dog? Give him back to me.
All in good time, my pretty. All in good time.
Oh, please give me back my dog.
Certainly. And you give me those slippers.
But the good witch of the north told me not to.
Very well. Throw that basket in the river and drown him.
No. Here, you can have your old slippers, but give me back Toto.
That's a good little girl. I knew you'd see reason.
Slippers on Dorothy's feet, the hands of the witch reach in and begin to tremble. The witch jumps back.
Ah!
I'm sorry, I didn't do it. Can I still have my dog?
No. Fool that I am. I should have remembered. Those slippers will never come off as long as you're alive.
What are you going to do?
What do you think I'm going to do? But that's not what's worrying me. It's how to do it. These things must be done delicately, or you hurt the spell.
Toto jumps out of the basket, runs out the door.
Run, Toto, run!
Catch him, you fool!
He got away!
Ooh, which is more than you will. Drat you and your dog. You've been more trouble to me than you're worth, one way or another. But it'll soon be over now.
Witch picks up huge hourglass, turns it over, and speaks.
Do you see that? That's how much longer you've got to be alive. And it isn't long, my pretty. It isn't long. I can't wait forever to get those shoes.
We dissolve to the exterior of the haunted forest. The lion and the Tin Man put the Scarecrow back together as they hear Toto barking.
There. Now, that's the best we can do without any pins.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm all right. We must worry about Dorothy.
But how can we find her? We don't even know where she is. Look, there's Toto. Where's he come from?
Why, don't you see? He's come to take us to Dorothy.
Oh!
Come on, fellows.
The interior of the tower room close on the hourglass on the table. Sc. And Dorothy standing by the table as she watches the sand through the glass. She looks about desperately. We dissolve to the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion making their way over the rocky hillside. Toto barks as he waits for them. The Tin Man slips off the side of the rocks, hangs on to the lion's tail to keep from falling. Scarecrow tries to help him.
I hope my strength holds out.
I hope your tail holds out. Oh!
Hourglass, the hourglass, more sand in the bottle.
Someday I'll wake and rub my eyes, and in that land beyond the skies, you'll find me.
Toto makes his way over the top of the rocks and exits out to right. The lion's head appears, followed by that of the Tin Man Scarecrow. The lion points and speaks.
What's that? What's that?
That's the castle of the Wicked Witch. Dorothy's in that awful place.
Oh, I hate to think of her in there. We gotta get her out.
Don't cry now. We haven't got the oil can with us, and you've been squeaking enough as it is.
Who's them? Who's them?
The witch's Winky's marching about in the castle courtyard. Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow peering over the rocks. The Lion tries to turn back, but the others grab him, push him forward.
I've got a plan how to get in there.
Fine. He's got a plan.
And you're gonna lead us.
Yeah. Me?
Yes, you.
I gotta get her out of there?
That's right.
All right. I'll go in there for Dorothy. Wicked witch or no wicked witch, gods or no gods, I'll tear them apart. I may not come out alive, but I'm going in there. There's only one thing I want you fellas to do.
What's that?
Talk me out of it.
No, you don't.
Oh, no.
No, now wait a minute.
You don't either now. Come on.
Up.
No.
The hourglass. Dorothy sobbing against the witch's throne. Auntie M's image appears as she calls for Dorothy. Dorothy reacts and looks into the crystal ball. Auntie M fades out and the witch fades in. She mocks Dorothy.
I'm frightened. I'm frightened, Auntie M. I'm frightened.
Dorothy! Dorothy! Where are you? It's me, Auntie M. We're trying to find you. Where are you?
I'm here in Oz, Auntie M. I'm locked up in the witch's castle, and I'm trying to get home to you, Auntie M. Oh, Auntie M, don't go away. I'm frightened. Come back. Come back.
Auntie M! Auntie M! Come back! I'll give you Auntie M, my pretty.
Lion, Scarecrow, and Tin Man are moving along the rocks. It's the hourglass. Dorothy trying to open one of the doors. Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion enter up from behind the rocks. All are dressed in Winky Guard uniforms.
Phew. That wasn't my plan, but something happened, didn't it?
Yep. You put up a great fight, Lion.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'd have done without you.
I must have bit you a couple of times.
Winky Guards marching about in the castle courtyard.
Come on, I've got another idea.
Do you think it'll be polite dropping in like this?
Come on. Come on.
Winky's marching into the castle. The Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow joining the end of the line. The Lion in the rear. As they march toward the castle, the Lion has trouble keeping his tail under the uniform. The hourglass. Dorothy seated on the steps near the crystal. She sobs. In the hallway, we see the Lion, Tin Man, and Scarecrow ducking back into the recess in the wall. The rest of the Winkies continue on to exit.
Where do we go now?
Toto runs and starts to scratch at the door.
Wait, we better make sure. Dorothy, are you in there?
Yes, it's me. She's locked me in. Oh, I knew you'd get here in time.
Listen, fellas, it's her. We gotta get her out. Open this door.
Don't push.
Stop pushing.
Oh, I was only trying to help. Oh.
Oh, hurry. Please hurry. The hourglass is almost empty.
Stand back.
They stand back and the Tin Man starts to chop in the door. Dorothy steps back from the door as it drops in. The hourglass. Not much sand remaining.
Oh, Toto.
Did they hurt you?
Lion darling, I knew you'd come.
Dorothy.
I knew you would.
Hurry, we've got no time to lose.
They run down the stairs. They rush toward the entrance, but the huge doors swing shut in front of them.
Why, my little party's just beginning.
Trapped like mice and rats.
The four huddled against the door.
What good'll it do us?
The witch, she's looking down from the top of the stairs.
That's right. Don't hurt them right away. We'll let them think about it a little first.
Winky's growling as they shove out their spears. Toto in Dorothy's arms. He growls at the Winkies. Scarecrow looks up.
How does it feel, my little visitor? Can you imagine what I'm going to do to you?
The witch picks up the hourglass, hurls it down on the floor. She's laughing as it crashes and bursts into a cloud of flames and smoke.
Here we go, boyos.
Scarecrow seizes the Tin Man's axe and chops the candelabra rope with it.
Oh!
We see the huge chandelier crash down on the Winkies below.
Oh!
And the witch screams down to her Winkies.
Seize them! Stop them, you fools! They've gotten away! Stop them! Stop them!
The four rush back into the hall.
It's no use trying the doors again. Which room is it?
Winky's running back through the corridor.
They're coming back.
Oh!
Upstairs, quickly.
Go on.
The witch comes running back into the hall. Her Winky's right behind her. She gives them orders. The guards separate.
There they go. Ah, now we've got them. Half you go that way, half you go the other way. Go! Go!
And foursomes running forward along the battlement.
Where did we go now?
This way, come on.
A group of Winkies coming out of the tower at the head of the steps. The roar is menacing. Inside the hall, we see the Scarecrow and Dorothy, Tin Man, and the Lion rushing down the hall, confronted by the Winkies. Dorothy screams, more Winkies rush in. And Dorothy lets out a...
Went around the rosy, a pocket full of spears. Thought she'd be pretty foxy, didn't you? Well, I'm going to start in on you right here, one after the other. And the last of you will see the first three go before her. And your mangy little dog, too.
And the broomstick ignites.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
All react as the broom is thrust into the scene and catches the Scarecrow's arm on fire. He shouts, Dorothy screams, and Dorothy picks up a bucket and throws water on the Scarecrow.
Help! I'm burning! I'm burning! I'm burning! Help! Help! Help!
We now realize some of the water has hit the witch in the face. They watch the witch as she screams and begins melting away.
Ah, you cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Oh, look out! Look out! I'm going! Oh!
The witch's cloak and hat smolders on the floor as Toto enters from the left and sniffs at it.
She's dead. You've killed her.
I didn't mean to kill her. Really, I didn't. It's just she was on fire.
Hail to Dorothy! The Wicked Witch is dead. Hail! Hail to Dorothy! The Wicked Witch is dead.
You mean you're all happy about it?
Very happy. She won't be able to hit us with her broom anymore.
The broom.
The leader gives the broom to Dorothy as the Scarecrow, Lion, and Tin Man react with joy.
May we have it?
Please, and take it with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can go back to the wizard and tell him the Wicked Witch is dead.
The Wicked Witch is dead. The Wicked Witch is dead. The Wicked Witch is dead. Hail, hail, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the Wicked Witch. Hail, hail, the Wicked Witch is dead. Hail, hail, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the Wicked Witch. Wake up, you sleepy head rubber.
We dissolve to the interior of the throne room where we hear Oz's voice.
Can I believe my eyes? Why have you come back?
The four tremble with fear as Dorothy comes forward with the broomstick and places it on the steps of the throne.
Please, sir, we've done what you told us. We brought back the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We melted her.
Oh, liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
Yes, sir. So we'd like you to keep your promise to us, if you please, sir.
Not so fast, not so fast. I'll have to give the matter a little thought and go away and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, but I want to go home now.
You've had plenty of time already.
Yeah.
We see Toto pulling on the curtain.
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. I said, come back tomorrow.
If you were really great and powerful, you'd keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the... Oh.
Toto pulls back the curtain to reveal the wizard at the controls of the throne apparatus.
Great Oz, ungrateful creatures. Think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you the audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from... Oh. Great Oz has spoken.
The jig is up. They all see him, working like a madman at the controls.
Who are you?
The wizard's peering out from the curtain. You know the scene. He ducks back out of sight. His voice booms out again.
Oh, I don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Go, before I lose my temper and the great powerful Oz has spoken.
Who are you?
Well, I'm the great and powerful Oz.
You are?
Yes,
I don't believe you.
No, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard except me.
You humbug.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly so. I'm a humbug.
Oh, you're a very bad man.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard.
You'd better be good enough to send Dorothy back to Kansas.
Now, please, don't be angry with me. I'll do anything you say, only if you just don't shout at me. It makes me nervous.
It makes you nervous?
Yes.
What about us?
Well,
What about the heart that you promised Tin Man?
Well,
And the courage that you promised Cowardly Lion?
Well,
And Scarecrow's brain.
Yeah.
Wizard shooting past the line, Dorothy and Scarecrow.
Well, but you've got them. You've had them all the time.
No, we haven't.
You don't get around us that easy.
Not know-how.
Well,
You promised us real things. A real brain.
A real heart.
Real courage. That's what we want.
You do? Boys, you're aiming low. You not only surprise, but you grieve me. Why, anybody can have a brain. That's a mediocre commodity. Every pusillanimous creature that crawls in the earth or slinks through the slimy seas has a brain. From the rock-bound coast of Maine to the sun... Well, be that as it may. Back where I come from, we have universities, seats of great learning, where men go to become great thinkers. And when they come out, they think deep thoughts. And with no more brains than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got. A diploma.
The wizard reaches back and obtains several diplomas, selecting one and presents it to the Scarecrow as Dorothy, Tin Man, and the Lion look on.
Therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Universitatis Communitatem e Pluribus Unum, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of THD.
THD?
Yeah, that's a Doctor of Thinkology.
The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Oh, joy, rapture, I've got a brain. How can I ever thank you enough?
Well, you can't. As far as you, my fine friend, you're a victim of disorganized thinking. You are under the unfortunate delusion that simply because you run away from danger, you have no courage. You're confusing courage with wisdom. Back where I come from, we have men who are called heroes. Once a year, they take their fortitude out of mothballs and parade it down Main Street of the city. And they have no more courage than you have. But they have one thing you haven't got: a medal. Therefore, for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, and conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage.
Oh, shucks, folks. I'm speechless.
As for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are to not have one. Hearts will never be practical until they are made unbreakable. I could have been a world figure, a power among men, a successful wizard, had I not been obstructed by a heart.
But I still want one.
Yes. Back where I come from, there are men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They are called good deed doers, and their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got: a testimonial.
The Tin Man waits as the wizard bends down and gets a heart-shaped watch from his black bag.
Therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I take pleasure at this time in presenting you with a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that heart is not judged by how much you love, but how much you are loved by others.
The Tin Man listens to his watch and holds it up to Dorothy's ear.
Oh, it ticks. Listen.
Yes.
Read what my medal says. Courage. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth?
Oh, they're all wonderful.
Hey, what about Dorothy?
Yes. How about Dorothy?
Yeah.
Dorothy
next.
Yes, Dorothy.
Oh, I don't think there's anything in that black bag for me.
The wizard protests. He mumbles as he starts to look into the bag.
Well, no, on the contrary. Here. Well, you forced me into a cataclysmic decision. The only way to get Dorothy back to Kansas is for me to take her there myself.
Oh, will you? Could you?
Child, you cut me to the quick. I'm an old Kansas man myself, born and bred in the heart of the western wilderness, premier balloonist par excellence to the Miracle Wonderland Carnival Company, until one day, while performing spectacular feats of stratospheric skill, never before attempted by civilized man, an unfortunate phenomenon occurred. The balloon failed to return to the fair.
It did?
Yes, there was I, floating through space, a man without a continent.
Weren't you frightened?
Frightened? You're talking to the man who's laughed in the face of death, sneered at the doom, chuckled at catastrophe. I was petrified. Then suddenly the wind changed. The balloon floated down into the heart of this noble city, where I was instantly acclaimed Oz, the first wizard deluxe.
So it's the all too familiar scene. Toto jumping out of the basket. So they're about to go back to Kansas. Dorothy chasing after Toto, and the wizard leaving her behind. All is lost, so they think.
Oh, I'll never get home.
Stay with us then, Dorothy. We all love you. We don't want you to go.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but this can never be like Kansas. Auntie Em must have stopped wondering what happened to me by now. Oh, Scarecrow, what am I going to do?
Look, here's someone who can help you.
Suddenly, Glinda appears in the scene. The Oz people make way for her as she approaches Dorothy.
Oh, will you help me? Can you help me?
You don't need help. You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
I have?
Then why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn for herself.
What have you learned, Dorothy?
Well, I think that it wasn't enough just to want to go see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em, and it's that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard, because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with. Is that it?
That's all it is.
But that's so easy. I should have thought that for you myself.
I should have felt it in my heart.
No, she had to find out for herself. Now those magic slippers will take you home in 2 seconds.
Oh, Toto too?
Toto too.
Oh, now?
Whenever you wish.
Oh dear, that's too wonderful to be true. Oh, it's going to be so hard to say goodbye. I love you all too. Goodbye, Tin Man. Oh, don't cry. You'll rush so dreadfully. Here's your oil can. Goodbye.
Now I know I have a heart, 'cause it's breaking.
Oh, goodbye, Lion. I know it isn't right, but I'm going to miss you the way you used to holler for help before you found your courage.
Well, I'd never found it if it hadn't been for you.
I think I'll miss you most of all.
Are you ready now?
Yes, say goodbye, Toto.
Dorothy waves Toto's paw at the Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow, then speaks to Glinda. Glinda instructs her.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Then close your eyes and tap your heels together 3 times and think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Ska, 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 ska. We dissolve, we tingle, we dissolve to the chickens moving about. Dorothy lying on the pillow, mumbling. It's Aunt Em's hands entering. She puts a cloth on Dorothy's head.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Dorothy, Dorothy, it's me, Aunt Em. Wake up, honey.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. No place.
Dorothy, Dorothy, dear, it's Aunt Em, darling.
Oh, Annie M, it's you.
Yes, darling.
Hello there. Anybody home? I just dropped by because I heard the little girl got caught in a big... Oh, well, she seems all right now.
Yeah, she got quite a bump on the head. We thought she was going to leave us for a minute.
Oh.
But I did leave you, Uncle Henry. That's just the trouble. And I tried to get back for days and days.
There, lie quiet now. You just had a bad dream.
No.
Sure, you remember me, your old pal Hunk?
And me, Hickory?
You couldn't forget my face, could you?
No, but it wasn't a dream. It was a place. And you, and you, and you, and you were there.
Oh.
But you couldn't have been, could you?
Oh, we dream lots of silly things when we...
No, Annie M, this was real. Truly live place. And I remember that some of it wasn't very nice, but most of it was beautiful. But just the same, all I kept saying to everybody was, I want to go home. And they sent me home.
Toto jumps up on the bed and Dorothy takes him in her arms.
Doesn't anyone believe me?
Of course we believe you, Dorothy.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home. And this is my room. And you're all here. And I'm not going to leave here ever again because I love you all. And oh, NTM, there's no place like home.
Wow, what a journey. We hope you've had fun living vicariously through Dorothy and her friends on this magical adventure to the Emerald City. Before we go, we have a special treat for you, a fantastic giveaway. We'll be announcing the lucky winner in just a few moments. So stick around to find out who will be taking home a beautiful piece of art featured by Nez Lover. Don't forget, there's an after party at Nez's place. So without further ado, we'd like to thank our amazing cast and crew for bringing this classic tale to life. And our musical artist, Pindar, for closing out the show with a beautiful song. It's been a pleasure to share this experience with you all. Thank you for joining us for our production of The Wizard of Oz. Take it away, Nez.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And thanks to everybody in the cast and crew who did a fantastic job. Pardon my technical snafus, but man, everybody else did fantastic. Thank you so much. I've had a look at the chat to see who's here, and I'm going to randomly draw a name of somebody here in the chat. You got to be here to win. One drawing, one winner. Let me get my hand in the jar over here.
Nez, which painting or drawing was it that you were giving away?
They have their
choice?
choice. They have the choice of the artwork featured during the intermission.
Awesome,
and just to review, go back and have a look. And
I believe the other ones are also for sale, or you can commission any type of work for that matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And forgive me if I didn't confirm with you about the after party. I didn't know. Usually that's the case, but
it's okay. I wanted to do it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All righty. Let me see. Draw a name out of here. And the winner is Kim Maple Syrup. Kim Maple Syrup.
Kim's got a membership and a drawing.
She's racking
up.
I guess so. It's her lucky night. Wow. Well, Kim, you have your choice of the artwork featured, the available artwork. I did show the Tin Man drawing, but that belongs to Bingus already. So other than that, you have your choice of the artwork that was featured in the intermission.
Perfectly imperfect. Welcome. Awesome, Nez. Heck yeah.
Thank you. Let's get
Nez
to some music.
is the artist that sings to you. She is a lady of many talents. And we always look forward to her working with us over here and bringing that professional to the table. Can I say?
Scully.
It was a great show tonight. I mean, it was epic. I don't know what to say. We didn't have nary a technical issue. It was just everybody did so well. I'm so happy. What do y'all think?
I had a
I can
wonderful
breathe
time.
now.
I think I got too stoned.
So did anybody cramp up or lose their breath, about lose their mind?
Oh, I went into a coughing fit halfway through the second wizard section.
I had to mute
I was
yourself
late on
out.
coming in. I just choked it down and went with it.
I kept holding my breath. It was funny.
Everybody did a fantastic job. Thanks for making it here, Ajad. It was great to work with you and everybody on the panel. Nez, with your fantastic artwork. I'll head on over to Nez's afterwards. But
yeah.
Thank you.
Scully, thank you.
Y'all make sure to grab everybody's links and check their channels out too down in the description. We'll let Pindar take it here in a minute, and then after that we'll close the show and go over to Nez's. And I can't thank you enough. Did anybody else have anything we wanted to say?
Thank you all for stopping in and watching.
Much
You
love.
did a great
Thank
job.
you.
The Sasquatch is my
Job.
movie.
I want to
All
take a
the
minute to
life.
thank Izzy for all
Yes.
Yeah,
the
let's
work
give
she's done
Izzy a big
behind.
hand. That's right.
Thank you,
Yes.
Izzy.
Thank you, Izzy.
We love you.
Absolutely
Hell
amazing.
Steve-O. She
Izzy
does
works
an
for
amazing
Taylor.
job.
She really
It's,
does.
it's the hardest part.
Awesome
I'm
job.
telling you, keeping all us crazies in line. I loved it. It was so fun tonight. It's classic too. Somebody can watch this 20 years from now and be like, "Wow, you guys are just so wonderful." Thank you so much.
I appreciate you having me, bud. Thank you.
Thank you,
Y'all
Sasquatch.
did great. See ya.
Ajot, Rosaling, everybody. Y'all ready for Pindar, the wonderful Pindar? Who's ready?
Ready. Yay. Come on, Pendar.
Excited.
See you guys later. I'll be in chat.
Ska,
I'll be in
Pindar
chat too.
tales. It's the wonderful Pindar.
I actually was prepared, and then I wasn't prepared. Now I'm prepared again. I picked this song because of the rainbow word, and I didn't realize what an impact it would have on me. When I first started practicing it, I could not sing it without crying.
Why
And I
is
think the reason
that?
why is because tomorrow, is Mother's Day, and
Yeah.
mine is gone, yours is gone,
Mm-hmm.
Mandar's is
Mm-hmm.
gone, and other people have lost, like siblings, and
Yeah, I think it's gonna hit me hard tomorrow, but
but when I got to the Rainbow Connection part, I just couldn't. I just kept breaking down. So I will do my best. No promise.
oh, you're gonna do fantastic. Thank you so much, Pindar. You've been such a great supporter of this channel and everybody.
Well, I love what you do.
I love what you do too. Y'all go over and check Pindar out. She's got a couple of uploads recently, or just off the chain. So definitely.
Well, thank you. There's Izzy. There's my Izzy.
Hey,
I love you.
Izzy.
I love you, Pendar.
I love you too, girly. I'll give it my best
I'm gonna
shot.
sit up here. I'm
If
gonna
it
sit up
wasn't
here
for
with you while
Izzy, I
you
would
do that.
never have met
Yes, hold my
Pindar.
hand,
So
please. Hold my hand.
I'm
Maybe I'll
gonna
make
hold
it.
you. I'm gonna hold your hand, Pendar.
all the
We're gonna try to
mothers
get
that
through
are
this.
here with us and who aren't here with us, this is dedicated to you.
Yes. Pets, friends, family, whoever. There is a rainbow connection. Here we go. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who says that every wish will be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody just thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, a rainbow connection,
The lovers, the dreamers, and me, all of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that called the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da do, ba da 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 dee da da do.
Oh,
That
so
was beautiful. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Pendar.
And I'm crying.
I know I'm about to blow out.
Just
Oh my
suck. I'm
God.
sorry.
I'm about to cramp up and blow out. Beeps, what's up, Beep Tingles?
Oh,
Beep Scud.
Mandar, come in here and control this bird.
He's
Hey,
awesome.
he's okay.
He's screaming. Ugh,
He's
That's
okay.
Beep Scud.
it's Beebs.
He's okay,
I'm
Pendar.
sorry.
Y'all, I love it. I love it.
I'm
Thank
so
you so
glad. I'm glad I
much.
could.
That was
I'm glad I could be
beautiful.
a part of it because
I love it.
a lot of times I'm like rating or busy and I work 40 hours a week, and so I can't like be part of your play. I can't like commit, to being there. So I'm really glad that I could be part of it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, excellent. All right. Did y'all drop the link in the chat for Nez's channel?
Dang it.
After
I'm gonna
party.
drop down. I
We'll
love
go
you.
ahead and close out the show. I'll probably
Love you,
run
Pendar.
that member video there as we close out. Thank you, Izzy. Wonderful, wonderful show tonight. Y'all just get in here. You can go back and check out the replay, and you'll have a fantastic. Welcome to our exclusive membership program. Here you will find exclusive perks like special emojis and badges at all levels. First tier gets you access to the Tingle Room, where you can pop in some earbuds and experience ASMR magic and brain tingles like never before. Tier 2 allows you entrance into the library, where I will tell you fables and stories by the fireplace or in a winter storm. Here you will also find member-only live streams and access to the Tingle Room as well. Third tier takes you up to the observatory, where I meet with you or a group, helping you with graphic overlays, voiceovers, or anything else related to a professional channel. Of course, the observatory affords you all of the above-mentioned benefits. Becoming a member is a great compensation package to me because it helps with the financial end of this and gives you a little something extra for a fair price. It's going to be great seeing you in my chat all lit up in colors with emojis and badges next to your name. And one more thing. Scuss.